Hey, this is Anggie Watkins, your extreme encourager, coming to you for the 5. It's 6:30. I was having issues with my camera, so I'm hoping you can hear me okay. So, this whole month we're talking about the accomplishments, recognizing your accomplishments. So we talked about sometimes they're told to you, sometimes what you're doing to them when they are told to you, what you did to them, how being ace, and how you can accept them. Last week we talked about your A talk. So today I just want to talk about your accomplishments are sometimes just who you are, and it's all about who you are. And it's not always something you need to find. It's just in the manner in which you work. So sometimes, we talked about it before. Sometimes you're the happy one and you're the one that brings joy, that you smile. And the main thing is when you're smiling in your environment, you're impacting morale. So sometimes you're the one that can get people to do things when no one else can, simply because of your relationship with them and what you talk to them and just how you're happy and you just enjoy being with them. So one of the things I'm going to just remind you of sometimes is your accomplishments is not always something that you find, but just something that you realize, and that just a part of who you are. If you are someone who thinks about a lot of things that's analytical, that's an accomplishment in and of itself. How you think and how you reason and how you bring that information to people is an accomplishment that you just note. If you have the gift for gab even, and you're talkative or chatty, you can be considered a great communicator. Not just good, but great, because you're able to enlist people in what you're thinking, convince people about believing what you want or getting what you want simply because you open up your mouth and ask for it. So sometimes your accomplishment is not always what you have to dig for, but there are in plain sight. Like sometimes, I'm going to resume. So, got a phone call. Sorry about that. So that sometimes it's not about finding anything. It's about just noticing what you're already doing. So again, even if it's not about work, even in your life and your family, your accomplishments, if you're the one who's always got an event going and can bring the family together, you help actually propose unity. You help keep the family together in environments, in activities that help bring closeness and connectedness. But you don't always recognize that. You may take it for granted because, it's just another event. Or it's just something that you do. But you naturally do it and people appreciate it. And it's a great, great thing. It's not always something that you have to go hunt for. An accomplishment is not something you dig out of a bag. Sometimes it's just who you are, what you do, and how you carry yourself. And people respond to it. So again, like in the personal life, if you're one of those people who can get people inspired to exercise and get them going, you hold them accountable. That's an accomplishment, and you're having an impact on people's health, their promise to themselves, and it's an accomplishment. Now you can start counting the people. If you're one of those people who you got Tracy and Susan up on Saturday and they're walking, and Tracy and Susan, 3 months later have lost 15 pounds or something like that. That's part of your accomplishment. You're motivating people. You're holding them accountable. You're helping them have a better life and feel better about themselves. It's not always something you dig for, but something that you recognize and notice because it's what you do and how you carry yourself. Now if you want to switch back onto the job, if you're one of those people who are, maybe it's a sunshine club and you get people to, recognize people's birthdays and they have a team building activity and you're the first one to volunteer to make sure people feel welcomed. That is a wonderful, wonderful accomplishment. And you can note it that, again, impacting morale. And morale makes people be more productive. More productive people increase sales, or they increase the improvement of processes. They increase the way they work together. Everything that you do matters. Everything that you are is important. And sometimes it's just inherently just the way you carry yourself. You are a walking accomplishment. And you don't have to dig for it. You don't have to rack your brain for it. Sometimes it's just picking your head up and realizing, I help people. I organize things, and I organize them well. And then you take an account. I organize it for how many people? How often do I do this? What kind of responses do I get back when people talk about, you know what? You did a great job organizing this meeting and everybody had a great time. Or just the fact that your presence at the meeting made a difference. You made someone smile. Somebody was having a bad day. You made them feel better. Everything you do, everything you are a walking accomplishment. So sometimes I just want to I just want to encourage you. You are the accomplishment. You live it every day. You just don't always see it. So this is Anggie Watkins. This is the 5 coming to you live. So remember, you don't have to dig for an accomplishment. You are the accomplishment. And appreciate what you do for people. And think about the people you impact, how often you impact them, and what are some of the feedback that you get from what you do, from just being you. Till next time. Talk to you later.